Allahu, 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 Allah.
Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah, amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Please tell me the ruling about a person leading a salah knowing that there is a hafiz in the Jamaat. There is a separate chapter in the ahadith about imamat. That who have the right to stand before and to lead the Jamaat. And it's a big list, long list. The first and foremost is the person should be knowledgeable of the Quran, knowledgeable of the hadith, knowledgeable of the fiqh, the masail of the tajweed, the recitation. This is what knowledgeable means, right? Should be proficient in tajweed, in the recitation, a hafiz, an alim. But the other thing is that if a person who has been appointed by the masjid, that this person will lead, then that person has the right to lead. We need to understand this. And that person should be knowing some basic masail, the basic issues of salat, the basic issues of the tajweed, the basic issues of the jama'at. Right? Those who appoint someone to lead their prayer, they should know that how much this person has been educated in Islam, in the basic things. That is very important to do. So yes, the best thing is that whoever is the most knowledgeable present should be leading. But if an imam is appointed, that is something else. The imam is being appointed. Even though there is maybe more knowledgeable, like a mufti or more knowledgeable person behind the imam, but the imam has a right to lead. Number one. Number two, if there is a place where there is no one appointed, there is no imam, let's say for example, but of course the most knowledgeable person will be, the person who has the right to lead should be the most knowledgeable in deen. Simple as that. But if the masjid has appointed someone, that is something else. Naam?
The knowledgeable in deen doesn't mean he's a hafiz, or hafiz doesn't mean he's knowledgeable in deen.
No, hafiz is considered knowledgeable in deen. A person who is hafizul Quran is knowledgeable than someone else. Hafizul Quran is a big thing.
Yeah, but it's not knowledgeable in deen. Could be not knowledgeable.
No, the thing is that hafizul Quran, if he's proficient in his tajweed, in the recitation, he knows the basic masail of salah, he's more knowledgeable than anyone else in that gathering. Right? If there is an hafizul Quran, he knows the basics, even though he's not an alim, but he knows the basics of salat, what can break the salah, if let's say for example the imam's wudu breaks, what that person should do. So he knows these things, basic things, then that hafizul Quran is more knowledgeable. When opposed to if there is a hafiz and an alim, that's nurun ala nur. That is much better. Right? But hafizul Quran is the highest, like in number one, number two list in the list that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave. And that is why in Ghazwa Uhud, when 70 Sahaba Ikram was shaheed, so Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, out of respect and honor, he placed those Sahaba who were Hafiz al-Quran first in the grave. And then he said, who is more knowledgeable in the Quran? So the Sahaba used to say, him. So he used to put it. So it's a high status in Islam. Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum salam. Is it permissible to wear a necklace for a woman with the name of Allah written on it? A pendant that Allah is written, or any attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is permissible for a woman to wear necklaces that with the name of Allah on that pendant, right? But we need to understand that she needs to have utmost respect and honor of that. What does that mean? It means that she needs to make sure that when she is going into the bathroom, whether she takes it out, removes it, or it's inside, it's covered. The necklace is long that it is covered inside the clothes, and then she can go. That is totally fine, no problem in that. And not only that, she needs to stay away from committing sins as well. It is not that Allah is, she's wearing it and she's committing sins and not, this is because this is out of respect that you're wearing the name of Allah. The other thing is that in reality, Allah should be in our hearts and in our lives. Necklaces doesn't do nothing. So we need to be very knowledgeable about this, is that the necklaces or the name of Allah should be in our heart and not, and then we wear these type of things and then we commit sins, we do this is very disrespectful. But other than that, it is permissible if she will be following these guidelines. It is totally fine. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, respected Sheikh. Wa alaikum assalam. Is it permissible to wear whitening strips when praying salah? Whitening strips in the teeth. We need to understand, when we are praying salah, one's focus and undivided attention must be in salah, right? We should be focused as much as we can. There should be undivided attention in salah. And why? Because we are standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Anything that diverts our attention should be avoided. So once a person puts the whitening strips on the teeth, the person can feel it and it can cause a bit discomfort. So when a person is praying, it's going to be very discomfort, feels it all the time. Not only that, these type of products have some kind of flavors in them. There's some flavors that you're tasting and going inside. So having said that, it is permissible, but it is unadvisable at that time. It is permissible, it is okay. The salah will not be ruined or anything will not be breaking, but it is better because it's going to be distraction, is going to be some flavor in it, and then so that is why it should be avoided. But if someone has it, the salah will still be valid. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum salam. Respected Sheikh, is it permissible to use a spray bottle to make wudu? Spray bottle. The spray bottle that people use. Spray bottle. Okay. In principle, when a person is making wudu and that wudu to be validated, to be accepted, the water should be flowing on the body, on the limb. What does that mean? That if someone just wets the hand and then that water is not running. It's just wiping on the body. So the water should be running and flowing. If it's not, the wudu is not accepted. It's not validated. Understand that. Other than only which part that we don't need to wash. The hair. It's just a wipe. But the other part we need to wash it, and the water should be running on the body, and that drops are running. That is one of the conditions the wudu needs to be accepted. Now, water bottles, if you use them, it will not, you need to use you need to press a lot of water for that to flow. And there are some, I think, suitable water, that's wudu friendly bottles that came, that when you spray it, the water does run and flow quite a bit. Okay, it has that. So use those. But saying that, unnecessarily using water bottle for no reason, no genuine reason, wudu will not be accepted. You need to use water properly that is running on your limbs. For some reason, let's say a person is sick, cannot, go to the bathroom, laying down, handicapped, whatever it is, that is something else. That use those type of water bottles that are wudu friendly, and then you can buy them. You can buy them from the stores, from online. But a regular water bottles, just a regular spray, it does not run from the body. So stay away from it. Okay, that's it. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك ونتوب اليك.
الله